Hey guys, how's it going? Talk about an issue that I see in a lot of people that go to church and that proclaim to be Christians. I feel like a lot of people ride in on the coattails of others, but unfortunately, that's not going to work. Um, Happens a lot of times if you're in a situation where your dad or your mom or your grandfather or grandmother or somebody in your family is your pastor. Because then you think that because they're your pastor and they're your grandpa or they're your pastor, they're your dad or whatever, that, because they're saved, you could be saved. But what I'm trying to say is, it's a personal relationship between you and God. It's not something that you can, suck off of somebody else's relationship. You actually have to have one yourself. Um, you also see it in people that get really enwrapped in churches and start following the church more than they do the Bible. So you got these pretty much radicals for their church, but they're missing the big picture in what they're supposed to be doing. They're missing the picture in what our task is, and our task is to save people for Christ. That is all we have to do. That is the only that's it. That's all we've got. We have to save people for Christ, and then train them after they become Christians on how to stay a Christian. But you can't do that if you are pretty much worshiping your church or your pastor himself because they are who they are. And I'm not trying to offend anybody with this, what I'm saying or anything like that, but I see it happening more times out than not. And I mean, there's people in every church that fall category to this, and I'm hoping that maybe if I call people's attention to it, that if they're the ones that are doing it, that maybe it'll open their eyes and they can change. Um, a lot of times I talk about hard topics that not many people want to talk about. It's not because I like making people mad. It's not because I like stirring the pot. It's just I feel like somebody's got to talk about it. So, but just be careful not to fall into the snares and the traps of being at a church or being underneath a pastor. Um, Make sure that the relationship you have with Jesus is your own and that you truly believe. That way I'll see you in heaven someday. Love you guys. Sorry it's been a while since I've done a video. I've been kind of busy. Um, but as always, any questions, comments, message it.